And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Weird Frequencies, broadcasting live from a bunker under a cornfield. How's it going, Rob?
Oh, hanging out.
Hanging out
in the cornfield, in the bunker.
Oh, there you go. That's the one. I hit the wrong one. Sorry. I need to take that one down. I need to take that one I made down. So we have a lot to talk about tonight. Rob's here. Kluge's here.
Producer Kluge. Yes.
I'll be popping in and out.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for everything you do. Yeah. Kluge's on another famous show, Ray Lytle's show.
He's on like 3 shows. It's all. I swear,
Also
it's all he does.
Best Damn Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Are you? Yeah. Check that out. He's everywhere.
He's the man to go for when you need a producer.
Like, he's here now. He's going to be on that podcast. Now he'll be over there on that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Also produce 3 or 4 different shows for Race Network on the subscriber end.
Do you really? Wow. What are they? Plug them real quick.
There's Stainless, which is his weekly recap show.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke Signals, Higher Point of View, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, cool. All available over there at morningdisaster.net, right?
Yep. And
Nice.
Those are all subscription programs. So you have to be a Patreon subscriber.
Cool. So go over there and subscribe to those shows, everybody. Free plug for Ray, our old host. I'd like to try to call him, actually. I asked him if we could call him a few weeks ago. What's up, phone screener Tommy? You flatlander. I asked him last week if we could call him before the show. I texted him, and he didn't answer, and I said, so I texted him again, and I just said, well, at this point, I'm just going to take your no answer as a no, sir. Yeah. And so, but I would like to sneak call him, I guess, maybe, I mean, I have his number. We could just ring him up, but I don't know. Then again, I would just want him to come back on the show so I would like to throw some recent topics that have, happened in the news, I mean, Adam, because last year's season 1, Tyler and I used to throw things at him, and he was the host of the show, and he would more or less debunk or agree with stories that Tyler and I kind of threw at him. So, and that was kind of the show, in a lot of ways. So it'd just be fun to get some his opinion on some of the new things that Tyler and I have talked about this year. Things have gotten exceedingly weird in America lately, and okay. So one thing, on with the show a little bit. One thing, of course, it's so crazy in America now that our government is going to hold. Does everyone know about this, right?
Yes.
Hearing, right? We have to talk about this.
I am excited. This is
Congress, and our government's going to hold a hearing about unidentified flying objects next week. The House Oversight Committee is planning a little get together on July 26th, right? Just a couple days. So,
that's going to be Wednesday.
And they're tackling the topic of UAPs. What's UFOs? UAP, unidentified area phenomena. That's just too much. That's too, like Russell's, brand was like, that's too Eminem-ish. Unidentified area phenomena. We don't need all that. They're UFOs. No, but formerly called UFOs. They're doing that now, like it's Prince, formerly called Prince. Now so the objects formerly known as UFOs, they're going to hold a hearing next week, and it's going to be headed by Republican Representatives Anna Paulina Luna of Florida and Tim Burchett of Tennessee. And what exactly is going to be discussed is unclear, but Burchett made it known that he will be filling in for Fox Mulder as our resident investigator hard ass. No, I don't know, but seriously, on Monday he said, "We're done with the cover-ups." He tweeted that, and then so the thing is, okay, that guy that we talked about a few weeks ago, David Grush, who we were saying, the so-called whistleblower who puts around him, and I get the feeling we're all being fed this information, but David Grush is gonna be there and talk to him about his claims that the U.S. government is hiding evidence of physical, the aircraft that have crashed aircraft that are not of this planet. They're going to talk about it next week in Congress.
Yeah, and they've also got, if I recall, Commander David Fravor. This is the gentleman who, from his F-16, filmed the infamous Tic Tac UFO video.
Yeah.
And I think they've also got.
He's going to be there.
He's going to be there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I actually pulled it up right now on the Committee on Oversight. The witnesses are going to be Ryan Graves, Executive Director of Americans for Safe Aerospace. I'm not sure who that is. And retired Commander David Fravor, former commanding officer of the Black Aces Squadron, U.S. Navy. This is a gentleman who recorded the Tic Tac. And this David Grush that we've been talking about a lot, who's former National Reconnaissance Officer, Representative, Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, Task Force Department of Defense.
Phenomena.
Phenomena.
Isn't that amazing? They're going to have this, in just a few days. It's almost like, for a UFO experts and everybody like that, they must be just, I know. See, it's a big UFO boner, or he's right. For all of the UFO people, it just must be going crazy about this. Like, this is the disclosure that they've been waiting for, or whatever. To me, it seems like it's a big, just fake disclosure that the government's kind of built up, and they're just kind of creeping out a little bit of information to us because they have to. I think they're busted. We have the internet. We know about Roswell. They're not I don't think at this point they're not telling us anything we didn't know already.
Right.
We already knew there was a Roswell. This guy's just confirming it. Plenty of people have talked about it already. What's that other guy, that leaked out everything about Roswell? The doctor, Dr. Stephen Gresh.
Yeah.
He already leaked out all the details of what was going on in there and the projects that he worked on and how they were compartmentalized. And there was 10 different ships, and he was working on one, and he didn't know what was going on with the other one. And he replaced a guy that got killed by one of the things.
Oh,
was that him?
No,
was that Stephen Gresh? No,
that was not Stephen Gresh. That was Bob Lazar.
Thank you, Bob Lazar.
He was the one.
Stephen Gresh is the guy that talks to UFOs with lasers. That's right. Bob Lazar. Sorry. Dr. Bob Lazar, right? Wasn't he a doctor? Or no? Okay.
He was a physicist. He strapped a jet engine onto his Honda Civic or Accord or something like that. And he's the one who blew it out of the water with several other people, like in the early 80s, because he was concerned they were going to kill him because he'd been fired from the project. So
welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome, Tommy. Let me shout out people in here. Chris, Mike is in the house. Amanda, Virgil. Welcome to the show, you guys. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
It's just, I hate to, we always focus on UFOs lately, but this is gigantic UFO news, so we had to start off with, let's face it. it's because of that, David Grush guy a few weeks ago that he released this information and basically said that, we have to think about how this is going to affect everything. If it's true, I don't know what's going to go on at this meeting, but it's going to be at this hearing, but it's going to be interesting.
Well, my whole concern about the whole thing is like, they've had these committees 100 times before where they're like, we're going to reveal this, we're going to reveal that, It always ends up, like for a while there, like in 2019, 2020, they were throwing these back to back. Like they were literally, it was like, this is where they're going to reveal what's real and what's going to happen. This is going to reveal what it is. And then after the election, there was like this swap where it's like, we're not talking about it anymore. We're done talking about it. This is the first one they've done in a couple of years, I'd say. I'm kind of excited, but I don't know. I kind of think they're just going to, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I'd like for them to come out and say, oh yeah, we have aliens. They're down in the basement, frozen, but they're probably not going to.
Man, I mean, it could, it means so much to so many things. I mean, to religion, to the history of the planet, to our DNA, Lord knows what all it could mean, technology, science. They could have, I don't know.
Yeah.
What if they had the answer? What if they had the cure for all, diseases, and they've been keeping it from us all this time? That's kind of crazy, huh?
Well, I don't know if they're here's the thing. If everybody says, oh, the government's got the cure for cancer, and they're not releasing it to the people, if they release it to the people, do you know how much they could charge for a cure for cancer? It'd be more like, what's your life worth? People would pay millions for that cure. Millions.
Yeah, I had to put all these businesses out of business too. Life is as tough, all cigars and blue dresses. Cigars, I saw a crazy video about the other day about blue, about cigar-shaped UFOs, and that there was like 8-foot tall black people driving them, and they landed at an airport and did a deal with somebody at the airport, and then they flew off. And they have video of it.
There's been a lot of it.
There's
been a lot of people saying they're seeing massive cigar-shaped UFOs. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
One of the stories I got actually is from a report from a kid who claimed to have seen one. So,
a what? A UFO?
Yeah, cigar-shaped UFO.
Yeah, cigar shape. Let's get into that.
All right. Well, Augustus County. Apparently, this was kept quiet.
It's the probe from Star Trek 4 that's come to talk to the whales.
Oh, Jesus. Well, it was cigar shaped, so I mean, there you go. All right. So apparently, there was a UFO sighting about a couple days ago, just at the beginning of the month near Fisherville, Virginia. And Horace Burns, who's 14, claims to have seen it up close and personal and said it was cigar shaped with small bay windows to where he claimed there were people inside of it staring back at him. Now, according to him, the craft went into the water of a nearby lake and disappeared. But since then, the lake itself has been closed off for what they're calling, quote, contamination issues. What that is, I don't know.
Right.
So, and there's also a report coming. I mean, it sounds like it's a story that was kind of eclipsed by the whole Las Vegas crash, as they call it.
Who was reporting this?
Say, what's that?
Who was reporting this?
Well, this is so far, it's coming from the New York Times. It's also coming from WHSV3.
Gotcha.
Smart News is reporting it. It is making the rounds currently. It's like I said, this whole story was squashed by the Las Vegas incident. And now it's starting to pop up a lot more. And now there's a lot more people coming forward saying they've seen the same thing. One person, John Abadal, claims he recorded video of it, but he was approached and threatened by Air Force Civil Air Patrol cadets, and they took his cell phone from him. That sounds really freaking weird, in my opinion. Like, I can understand if you're going to say Men in Black, but Civil Air Patrol cadets, why would they want your cell phone?
Well,
that's weird.
Yeah. That's true, Amanda. Listener Amanda says, they could take away side effects from chemo or kill cancer. Big Pharma. That's, not just think about all the reasons why they want to keep this alien technology from people, not just that, but like free energy. Wow. Huh. We would all be pretty awesome people and the planet would be saved and free energy if we could get rid of all the, but imagine how many people that put out of work and destroy. So,
yeah, especially with the whole push towards green energy and whatnot. But,
yeah.
So.
That's true. Mike said the Earth was hot dog shaped. Yeah, that's the latest craze. Hot dog Earth. Forget about flat planet. It's all about the hot dog Earth now, baby.
I am going to kill him because he says this stuff just to piss me off because he knows I can't stand flat earthers. He knows I cannot tolerate them.
So, Mr. Ramsey, we were just talking about your subject about the hearing coming up next week in 3 days. The video that you sent me. What'd you have to add to that since you're just here? Welcome to the show, Doctor.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm super excited to see what comes out of this, but I've seen some other videos after that they're still kind of being hushed. They're not getting the access that they want to get. So
who's that?
The people that are trying to
talk.
The talk, yeah. Like the 3-letter agencies and such.
But they are going to let that one dude talk. Apparently, the big snitch or whatever they call him.
They're going to let like 3 or 4 different people talk, and it's still going to happen. But there's a general, one of the Air Force bases that would not release documents. And they got a big old, they actually went to, I can't remember which Air Force base it was, but they got into a big heated fight over it. And it was pretty ridiculous.
Wow.
And that just dropped like 2 days ago. And apparently everything's still going to go on the 26th.
Probably limiting their time and stuff like that, and who can be there or not, and they're going to be talking, and they're going to be like, "All right, buddy, you got 30 seconds. Get off the stage."
And I can't wait to see what does happen on the 26th. I'm pretty sure that's the date.
Can you 26th. Just watch it? Or we're going to be able to just be part of that and see what's going on? Is the public allowed to do that? I'm not sure.
Let me see.
Is it being recorded somewhere? I wonder.
I think it's going to be on a public thing. Station. I just can't remember where.
I can look it up real quick and see what networks and everybody's going to be holding it.
Okay. I just watched an episode of The Simpsons where Professor Stephen Hawkins agreed with a homer that the universe is donut shaped.
Oh,
there we go. All right, let's start that.
All right, so
that's
it's going to be
hot dog Earth, donut Earth.
The committee the oversight committee will be broadcasted on C-SPAN, Bloomberg, Associated Press will be holding it on their website. Fox News is going to broadcast it, as will MSNBC. CNN will not be broadcasting it, which is typical.
CNN's fake news. So.
Yeah, CNN wants nothing to do with it.
Wow. Yeah. They can't be. They're the establishment,
I hate CNN. So
that's why people watch this show, shows like this. This is the real news now.
Yep.
They only have to do stories whenever sites like this and other sites pick up on them first, and then make them so big that they have to report them.
Give me just a second.
Which that's our responsibility, is to get out the word. And we let people come in here, the public, and just like say whatever they want, kind of. You can't do that on CNN or something. But anyway, that's a beautiful view. Ramsey left us there. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. So yeah. Oh, CNN. Mike throws in the
communist news network. Every once in a while, he does drop a hilarious joke similar to a nuke.
Yeah.
He's like a nuke. Every once in a while, when he drops a joke, he hits it really good.
Welcome, Grubbs. Welcome, Jenna. So, Grubbs, we should get you on the show sometime, I think. Or permanently, really. But, I mean, that'd be great to have you down over here in the corner with us, talking and adding in your comments. Because you always add in funny stuff. We could, it's really easy, too. We just send you a link to your phone and you just click on it and then you're on the show. So, you comb your hair or whatever and look at your phone and you're on the show. Or if you're at your computer, you can do it there too. But anyway, you have to clean your house and stuff. But
you guys like that video, okay?
See, Ramsey goes outside. He won't let us see the inside of his house. What the hell?
Oh no, you guys see the
he's
inside
probably
of my
at his
house.
buddy's house. No, I'm just kidding.
No. No, I was just I was outside. I was installing new cameras on the outside of my house.
No,
so.
just the view you left us just now was awesome, dude.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, the sky, that was cool.
Sage don't want you to know that's where he keeps the aliens that he's recovered so far.
No, that's in a different part of my house.
Oh, gotcha.
But right on, yeah. Okay, so
that's the secret door over here.
So, we don't know what the hell is going on up in space. Let's face it. We don't know if there's aliens or not, but we're just covering it and we're trying to figure it out. And, we're following it. And, that's that about UFOs and aliens. Let's face it. We don't know if they're real or not. I mean, this is something funny.
They've tried to break out.
This is how much. Can you show this for me? This next story, Tyler, I sent you in private chat. This is how much we know about what's going on in space right here. And you can blow this up. The Hubble. Remember a few months ago when we sent out that big, huge DART missile at the asteroid, and we were just as a test, right? We sent out this big old missile a few months ago as a test, and we hit this asteroid, and we did it. I mean, or it was a spaceship, not necessarily a missile. It was a DART, they called it, or whatever. NASA's DART spaceship is what it was. And they flew it at this asteroid and they hit it, right? And they were trying to see if they could possibly save the Earth someday or deflect an asteroid, right? So instead, just recently now, the Hubble Space Telescope just the other day spotted a swarm of boulders right around the asteroid, which is called Dimorphos. But there's 37. Some of them are 6 foot too. 37 6-foot boulders, if you can imagine this, are now following that asteroid, right? In this big cloud. And so, okay, before you had just the asteroid cruising along, which, did this amount of damage. But now we created this flying meteor with 30 boulders behind it, which is now a bigger cloud. Even it's a and it's going to cover a bigger area basically around this meteor when it hits. So like this fireball of fucking boulders.
So are they boulders breaking off of the asteroid from when the dart impacted?
Yeah. They're boulders that we created from when we hit it. And I don't think we diverted it much either. I don't know. I'm not sure if we diverted it at all even.
I just want to say I'm glad I bought a house with a basement. Thank you very much.
If it just was like, here, get this thing off my shoulder, whenever we hit it, or if it diverted it or not. But, it's just funny that I think we made it worse, the problem. Couldn't they have figured that out before we shot that up there that, on a computer or something? Like done tests or something.
Well,
spending all that money to
most of those guys had their heads in their asses.
He's not wrong. Virgil Kane
my main area. Okay, this is a lot. We're gonna read this,
and a lot of those will probably burn up and break up in the atmosphere whenever they come close anyway. So
it's true. Yeah. Fascinates
me. Shit, Virgil's getting serious.
The block universe theory that all reality, including the future, exists now, kind of like destiny. Your death has already happened. Your time car hasn't got you there yet. I make sense of this by thinking of the universe in a thought experiment of mine as a road with a beginning and an end, and the time as a car you drive through it, but not with a reverse gear. The faster you go, the less you age.
That might all be true, my friend. I hear more and more people talking about lately that, one of the things about being enlightened is also to accept the here and now, and what's going on right now today is perfect, and this is your life, and this is what it's all about, and that's what's the most important thing. Not the past, not the future. Right now, this is it. This is perfect. This is where you are fucking meant to be right now. So there you go. And
I've already been here.
Awesome. You might have been here a bunch of times. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe just once, You ever meet any of them people there you can tell are just like this is their first time around? Or you can tell other people that they're really old, but them people that are like first timers.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're called millennials.
We're frozen. Sorry, Jenna says we're frozen. Producer Jason, possibly, if you could look into that.
I don't know which one's frozen.
Is rare like a knife
you appear frozen on my screen, so
okay, Jenna's got some.
I just brought up the feed on the Weird Frequencies Facebook page.
Or somebody might have. I'm not sure what it was, but is everybody else okay? Oh, that was 10 minutes ago. Sorry, Jenna. She's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so. That was I thought it was a funny story though, kind of,
Yeah, so we divert an asteroid. What do we do? We about to make it worse. Oh no. Just develop a laser beam.
Yeah.
We've already got laser beams. They're in fucking South America and Antarctica and all that shit. And
yeah, probably.
Switching to a little science next. I'm gonna send you a link here. Tyler.
Sharks with freaking laser beams.
And it's so hot, man. The planet is so hot right now that we're gonna watch as a crater on a volcano in Iceland like collapse, and like the side of it starts spewing these gigantic rivers of lava all over this mountain. That's insane.
Liquid hot.
It's like this new volcano. Can you blow that up like as much as you can, sir?
Hang on a second. It's saying I need to reload the page. Something we had an error code before the video played.
Yeah. So, and this is reported by Live Science. Iceland's newest volcano, located in it's like Switzerland, I think, or Recaines. I can't even pronounce it.
Reckiness.
Erupted.
You guys need to
early
remember,
morning July.
Iceland and Greenland are opposite.
Now it's throwing giant spatter bombs of molten lava, but watch when the left side of this thing like blows off almost. Like it literally like spews this gigantic spew. It doesn't blow, but like, yeah, look. Ooh, okay, hold on here. Yeah, this video's
cleared up. Like it's
Iceland's
overflowing.
Newest baby volcano is throwing a temper tantrum. It's overflowing and spewing spatter bombs. Blobs.
Wow, look at that. Watch
the side. I mean, look at down in the bottom here, you know, the size of this thing. These little trees and mountains down there. Watch this. Oh, my Lord. Look. Oh, my. It's hot in there. My father-in-law told me that it was 6,000 degrees down there. And this is from, you know, this is how hot the planet is right now in Iceland.
And guys, remember, the names confuse people. Iceland is not covered in ice. It's covered in grass.
Yeah,
it's covered in
don't
ice.
look like ice, does it? That looks like
Greenland is ice.
Yeah, you're right. That looks like the Rocky Mountains down there.
Dude, that looks so cool.
Lava still floating down there. Look at that lava covering the left side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, flowing across.
I'm gonna take it back to the beginning. This is so cool. I love it.
Moly.
I love this stuff about nature. This is awesome. The
Isn't
power
this amazing. But at the same time, scary. What's going on with the planet? You know.
Yeah. So you got your regular lava streams here, and you got regular lava flow here.
Yeah.
But this is so powerful, whatever it is, it takes the side of it out. See,
when I first turned it on, I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I like looked away and looked back like 2 minutes later and went, oh my Lord, look at that part.
So you never see a volcano destroy itself like that.
That's the spatter bombs.
That's really
Blobs
cool.
Of molten lava.
And that will not fully cool for at least, once that stops erupting, that will not fully cool for at least thousands of years. You will still have pockets of heat.
Overnight.
Yeah.
The temperature build up. Lava flowing from the crater is 1,200 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
The crater became unstable and collapsed. Engine board John Duxure said, an associate professor of geography. Built up quite fast and was filling it up with lava on the inside, causing pressure to the walls. Not unusual as such, but spectacular. Pretty wild.
I wonder how close that camera was. I mean, unless they had a hell of a zoom, you would think that they would almost be melting.
Yeah, Bubba's got it correct. They theorized the volcano at Pompeii did the same thing.
Pompeii was a lot different. Pompeii, it had a bigger stack, and whenever that thing blew, it just blew ash and.
Right, but they're also saying that its side collapsed in like that one. So, but it was different volcanoes.
Hey, Tyler, there's a link at the bottom of that.
It was on such a high hill and ran all the way down, and Pompeii was so ridiculous and crushed an entire village.
Yeah, just froze them. They were like,
Now, what were you saying, Rob?
Go to the bottom of that page again, and there's a link to a live stream of the volcano. On some website, like a college website, it looks like at the bottom. You see that? See if we can get a live shot of this baby volcano in Iceland.
Became unstable collapse.
See how it's doing. Is it going to let you?
I don't find it. See one, unfortunately.
Live above where it says live service newsletter there. Right there. See the Icelandic National Broadcasting Service website. Click here.
Where, right here?
I can't see your screen. Wait, I'll just send you the link here.
Okay.
I'll put it in chat. Here
that
you go.
Works. All right, let's see what this one is.
www.ruv.is. Streaming eruption right now.
Well, I got it up, but they're playing music to it. It sounds like metal music.
Oh, really? That's all right. Just don't play it for more than 30 seconds.
Dun 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 dun
Yes.
dun.
There you go.
Heavy metal volcano. Look at
I don't know.
That's heavy metal.
ABBA.
It's
That's
something.
Swiss. They're playing some ABBA. Look at that thing. Looks like a
Oh my gosh.
Devil's Island. That's live right now.
And that's the same volcano.
That thing is still just like, wow. That looks like something from Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, like the Eye of Sauron comes out next.
Wow. Yeah, dude.
How are you gonna walk up and throw a ring in that?
Are you sure? I just seen the eye forming in those clouds just now. I think. Look out. Wow. Let's just leave Sauron there for a little while.
Okay.
Look at all the runoffs and stuff. That is nuts.
Look at that left side there that blew off originally. How it's cooled and
it's cool, but
those
still,
new, miles and miles of like lava caves and stuff.
I like how like on the right side there's all sorts of like little veins and shit. That is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So there you have it. A little science in the world right now. What else was happening? Let's see.
Well, you also got the wildfires going on in Greece.
Yeah, let's look into that.
All right. So you want me to leave the volcano up here for the time?
Oh no, and you're okay if you got a story to show or whatever.
Oh no, I don't really think it's got a story to show.
They
it's
have wildfires in Greece.
Yeah, there are wildfires raging on the Greek island of Rhodes, and it has gotten so bad that now firefighters and experts are saying that the only thing that can help stop and hinder the fire is literally just the weather. There's no way they can fight it. There's no way they can control it. I do have somewhat of a live, well, it's not a live video, but it's a video feed showing the damage from
have the government turn on one of their machines to aim the weather. Oh shit, sorry.
Well, for the 6th day in a row, firefighters were battling on Sunday to douse blazes on the Greek island of Rhodes. These have trapped thousands of tourists and locals, forcing many to spend the night in hotel lobbies, gymnasiums, schools, boats docked at the port. Greek authorities have said there are no major injuries that have been reported so far, though 9 people have been reportedly briefly hospitalized, most with breathing problems. Some vacationers described a chaotic rescue effort and criticized travel operations. There is still no news or no information into what caused the fire. That's the big thing. However, the fire temperatures were set to reach 113 degrees Fahrenheit with the fire. Coupled with the fact that Greece is currently going through a dry drought. It's the worst drought they've had in years. The island of Rhodes appears to be perhaps, according to many officials, lost as they're preparing to evacuate the entire population and let just Mother Nature and the weather try and control this.
Wow.
This comes from New York Times. So
now, are their clouds also orange, or their smoke also orange, and all that bullshit?
New York was.
Yeah, some of the pictures I'm seeing, it shows that yes, they are. Some of the pictures I've seen, such as with the fires before approaching, they are orange. So,
okay, this sounds like the same bullshit out of Canada and shit.
It pretty much is. The only difference, though, is that this one's raging much, much more powerful, and they have not gotten control over it. They're
the Greek islands and shit is much smaller than Canada.
Right. They're looking into other countries, possibly sending help to battle the blaze. But currently, right now, they have literally said they have no control over this fire, and they're just evacuating roads.
Boy, it doesn't look like that volcano's cooling off any.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like it's just still kind of going. Look at, oh, holy moly. Look at that. There's some fireballs, man. You can't be within like 50 miles of that thing probably right now.
Can you just imagine how hot it is, like right there where that camera's at? You could You've got to feel the heat off.
Right. They're lucky that camera's still going. That's got to be some kind of super camera, all protected and shielded.
It has to be.
Superman's there watching it. No.
Let's see. I got a little more on the wildfire too. I just found. Currently, the British are preparing to help with the evacuation. They're sending British naval ships that way to help evacuate. Belgium is getting ready to help evacuate via helicopter and airplanes. However, according to what the New York Times was reporting, the entire island of Rhodes, which currently had a heat index of 96, the heat index of 118 with the fires, is expected to be completely lost by this time next week if they do not get control over the fires. The fires are raging that fast and that badly. Wow. So they're going to lose, and that's a lot of historic landmarks in Rhodes too.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, did you hear Joe Rogan interviewed Ice Cube at some point this week?
Oh, that was last week, but yeah.
Save Ice Cube. Protect Ice Cube.
Hey, I got to hop off here. I got some more shit to do tonight. So,
hey, thanks for joining us, Ramsey.
Okay.
I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you, guys.
Sir. Have a good night.
Later, Sage.
Later.
Later, buddy. Sage Ramsey, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Springfield, wrestling legend.
Yeah.
And our resident Illuminati and conspiracy specialist, one of them. Doctor, I should call him.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
He's a doctor of conspiracy.
He's also getting ready to sell his body sweat, apparently. we had the other day on the Best Damn podcast, we had somebody message and ask how much would Sage charge for a bottle of his sweat, and we're like, what on earth is this? It was just the weirdest freaking question we've ever had. Bubba says he's mystified just watching this video.
Oh, do we got something from the Bubba Files?
I do have something from the Bubba Files, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Bubba Files. Dun, dun,
all right.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. So I may have to take this down for the time being, but we'll bring it back up. So everybody don't worry. But a North Carolina man has reeled in a 1 in a million cow patterned catfish. It is literally got the black and white spotting of a cow, but it's a catfish.
Holy moly.
So let me bring this up so everybody can see.
All right, I got a creepy animal right after this too, so I have nightmares. Mystery creature.
Animals. Let's see where. There it is. I love that you call it the Bubba Files. Yeah, we do. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, directly from the Bubba Files. It's a cowfish.
It's a cow patterned catfish, but
yes, sir.
I mean, it's cool looking, but me personally,
look at my forehead when I zoom in to look at pictures on one of my screens over here.
Let's see.
Zoom in. I mean, when I get closer. Hi. So, what's to say about this cowfish?
Well, the cowfish apparently, it's a species of blue catfish, which is also a favorite captured by most fishermen in North Carolina. They grow up to about 5 feet and weigh as much as 100 pounds, so their size alone is enough to get you out there and chase after them. Apparently, this one is, according to what they've measured, it is 5 feet long, but it's 120 pounds. So it's a little bigger than what you're normally supposed to catch with one of these fish.
120?
It's 120, yeah. Ooh. So it's a big boy, that's
monster
for sure.
Cow.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Does not say whether or not he released it or kept it, but I mean, that's a pretty big size fish for sure, and I'd almost say that's got to be at least. I'd almost just keep it and just put it on display. Be like, hey, cowfish.
One now that was a legit Bubba file.
Yeah.
The Bubba files. There you go. There's Bubba file for you. Sorry, I scared the cats and the animals by doing that. They're all barking and running around now. So, okay, well, a woman was walking along a beach in Canada. We always have these stories about ladies walking on the beach and finding creatures. Well, last week it was like the mermaid, right?
Right.
The week before or something, the mermaid. So let me send you this link.
Okay.
This is just skip the last one I sent you, and go to the one at the mirror.co.uk is reporting this.
What the hell is
Yeah,
this?
dude, the woman is walking along the beach and she stumbled upon this thing. Mysterious creature washed ashore. Look at that gruesome discovery.
Can we get a better photo of it? There's somewhat of a better photo.
She was shocked and amazed. They couldn't identify the creature so far. At first, we thought it was a shark due to the teeth, which were extremely sharp, but she eventually dismissed that explanation, as well as other possibilities such as tuna or salmon. Searching for answers, she eventually posted a picture on social media where the response was largely one of horror.
Horror is damn right.
I mean, the ferocious looking sea beast. Okay, but wildlife. Here we make sure we debunk stuff on here if we can. Someone at least. You can't always believe the debunkers either. I'm always, I'm leery of debunkers, but wildlife pathologist Laura Baruch was able to quickly solve the mystery, telling a Canadian media outlet that the animal was actually a dead dolphin. That's their explanation for everything. Dead dolphins. We fooled you again, everybody. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. We also wasn't that also the explanation for the mermaid? It was a dead dolphin.
Yeah. And same thing. Dolphin have these shark teeth like this? They might, but I don't know. That doesn't even look like that. Looks like some kind of beast.
Doesn't even identify like what species of dolphin. Because I would almost say if you were to say that's a baby orca, I'd believe that. Because obviously I think that's the top of the skull there. It's just upside down, laying on its back. Was likely a dolphin. The kind of picture that is stirring everyone up is the kind taken at the front where you see all the teeth. Huh. Yeah, because if you look up dolphin skulls, we looked this up last week with the mermaid video or the mermaid pictures. They look awfully different compared to. I mean, they look similar to this one, but let's see. Can I bring up a possible? Oh, by the way, there's apparently also a website where you can buy dolphin skulls. That's... I can't believe that. This looks like it might be him right here. This guy. Let me show you. I'm also going to show people where to buy dolphin skull. I can't believe there's actually a website for this stuff. There you go. That's about as close to what's in that photo, I'd say.
I mean, look at the teeth. Yeah, that thing's got similar teeth in it, but I don't know. That's
similar draw structure too. But yeah, this is a website. Where's April? This is a website where you can buy dolphin skulls. I don't know if they're real or fake, but
they're probably real nowadays.
Probably, yeah. So Bubba says I have a real horse skull.
Oh shit. So let's see. There's I got a couple more things.
All right.
A couple, 2 or 3 things. And one thing in the war against AI, we're always talking about AI taking over and the Terminators and John Connor and who's going to win? Well, scientists now have observed metal repairing itself for the first time. So livescience.com is reporting.
Is this the one you sent me?
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
All righty.
Metal is repairing itself for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Terminator robots may be on the horizon.
There is literally 7 movies explaining why AI and this is not. There's more than that explaining why this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea, people. You don't need to be making AI and robots.
For the first time, scientists have spotted metal healing itself after cracking. An observation that could pave way for the creation of structures and robots capable of mending themselves. But for those worrying about the rise of real-life Terminator robots, don't worry. The newly discovered mechanism only works in a few metals and on incredibly small scales, at least for now.
No.
Yep. There you go. Oh, and there's lots of industries that could benefit from this. And this will translate into all kinds of cool stuff. Woohoo! Self-healing metals, everybody. It could be useful in a wide range of applications, like airplane wings. To automotive suspension. What if you're flying in a plane and your wings breaks all of a sudden? It'd be nice to have some fixable metal in, wouldn't it?
I'd be okay with the fixable suspension on the car. I mean, one of the rear shocks on my HHR finally bottomed out yesterday.
I mean, that's some, let's face it, that's some Autobots type
Transformer
stuff, that could be next on the horizon. That doesn't sound much different than Transformer robots, healing themselves, and the nano size stuff. Remember in Transformer, everything was nanos moving around, nano robots forming, together.
Yeah,
that's what the bad guys, the Decepticons, were. Ladies and gentlemen, Decepticons are here.
Decepticons were made by humanity. There's your twist. They're not aliens.
We did it. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
In the 2 metals that were researched, copper and platinum cracks appeared and grew throughout the materials, but then after 40 minutes, the metals fused themselves back together, leaving no trace. So copper and platinum is one of the rarest elements on the planet.
We don't always come up with the best ideas, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Do we need robot dogs? I'm fine. I like real dogs. They're going to come out with these robot dogs that are already running around like this tall, and they're mean, and probably you put laser guns on them and stuff.
They've already released a movie this weekend about one of the worst ideas humanity ever had. Hey, let's make a bomb. How do we make it louder?
Right. Yeah. How was that? Let's talk about that.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the movie, what's it called again?
Oppenheimer.
Right. So Tyler was able to see this wonderful movie this week by director Christopher Nolan, of course, famous director of Batman. And what else did he do, Tyler?
Inception. He did what's the one movie with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale within the Magicians?
He did that one too.
He did that one. That was a good one too. Yeah, right. He's done a lot of great. The Prestige.
There you go. Boom. So And so now tell everybody about the movie a little bit, what it was about and everything.
All right, so the movie's basically about the Manhattan Project and the Trinity Project, the attempt to create the world's first nuclear warhead before the Nazis. This is during World War II, before the Nazis and before the Russians. And it talks about all the real problems they had going through trying to make this weapon. Like, literally, everybody thinks Einstein was part of the Manhattan Project. He really wasn't. He was inspiration for it. He appears in the film, but even Einstein in the film is saying straight up, no, don't make this. Don't make this.
Or didn't they kind of force him to create it?
They didn't force him. They forced several scientists to create it, but unfortunately, he was the one who didn't create it. He was the one who mentioned, hey, the Nazis are building this, and they'll have the power to destroy a city. You need to build something similar to stop them, because if not, the war is going to tip in a different direction. So, I would say the film goes from around 1944, the time frame of the film, 1944, up until like maybe the 1950s when the Russians.
3 hours long.
It is a 3 hour long film.
One of those.
But it is, I can say this, it is one of the most intense films I have ever seen.
Really?
It's just like literally every 5 seconds, the intensity in this film.
Christopher Nolan is just one of the greatest directors on the planet, and let's face it.
Right.
Inception, right?
And when you see, this is the one part about this film I love the most. It's 100% practical effects. It's 100% no CGI. When they detonate the bomb, holy shit. You're watching this thing, and there are people in the audience who were thinking this was a real bomb. That they actually did, like, get a nuclear bomb to detonate for this film. It's not, because I don't care who you are. The U.S. government's going to look at Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan goes, I want a nuclear warhead for a movie. They're going to look at him like,
that intense, huh?
It was that intense. They spiced it up very well.
What kind of theater did you see it in?
We saw it in a regular IMAX theater. We have one here in Jacksonville.
Oh, IMAX, though, huh?
Oh my gosh, it's just it's so
a nuclear
powerful.
Explosion on an IMAX screen must have been intense. Yeah.
Now here's the funny part of my whole experience. The film, I would say, solid 5 out of 5. That good. Probably one of the best films I've seen this year, besides Guardians of the Galaxy and whatnot. 5 out of 5. Here's the funny part about this film. Okay, this film opened up this weekend to a little bit of competition from the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Now, here's the funny part. The film is 3 hours long.
You can't compete with that.
No, well, here I don't think there is any competition, because people would leave Oppenheimer and they'd go get tickets to go see the Barbie movie.
Uh-huh.
And people were leaving the Barbie movie to get tickets to go see Oppenheimer. So it was like they were just swapping the auditoriums. That was it. But it is it is a damn good film. It was very well done. I would say probably one of my top 3 with Christopher Nolan's best films he's done, with the first being The Prestige.
Well, it's funny, that's such a kind of a change of pace for him to go from, Batman to something serious like this.
Yeah. Now, as far as the weekend box office
nonfiction goes, almost,
Yeah. As far as the weekend box office goes for this weekend, Barbie unfortunately did take number 1, pulling in an impressive $182 million.
Well, it should.
Yeah, it's Barbie. Unless Margot Robbie's in a naked, I don't want to see it.
Oh.
Oppenheimer pulled in a respectable $80.5 million, earning a second place, a strong second place finish.
I do love Margot Robbie though, and as
in Wall Street, and
then the Batman movies.
Yeah, and then you have Sound of Freedom, which earned a respectable $20 million for third place. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning with only $19.5.
What's the deal with the Sound of Freedom? Why is the media freaking out about that movie?
Oh, that's a good film too. That's probably
Anybody
one
in the chat room know or have seen it? Or
I've seen it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
It's about the sex trade, right?
It's about human trafficking of children, unfortunately. This film...
Why is everyone freaking out about it?
because CNN has a film critic who never saw it and made up that this was QAnon stuff. It was, conspiracy. It's not. It is about the real life story of, I can't remember his name. Crap. But he
Some
leaves
dude who dedicates his life to
Tim Ballard,
sex trafficker space.
Yeah, Tim Ballard.
The title.
It is a real life story of Tim Ballard going out and trying to find these child traffickers who are kidnapping children for sex trade. And this
doesn't really sound like my cup of tea for a movie, but
it's not. But the message about the film is,
you watch a lot more movies than I do, though.
Yeah, I do. I'm a big movie critic.
Right, right. Yeah.
The hardest part is like, the hardest part is when I see a movie, I want to like message somebody like Kluge or somebody, be like, dude, did you see The Flash or did you see Blue Beetle? And then he's picky.
Like, the next movie that I want to see really bad is The Flash.
Yeah, sure. No,
it really is. No, I want to see The Flash.
Oh, you want to see? Okay, well, I mean, next movie I want to see is Blue Beetle, but Sound of Freedom, unfortunately, it was politicized by CNN. A lot of people on the liberal left claimed it was something that it's not. I went and saw it, and I enjoyed it. And 100% of the proceeds from that film are going to different foundations to combat child trafficking. So that's how good of a film it was. But Oppenheimer so far has been, that and Oppenheimer have been my two favorite films this summer.
Nice.
Don't waste your time on Asteroid City. I've never. Oh, I know what movie that. Yeah, screw that movie.
It's movies with Tyler. So we have segments now already. Look at that. Bubba's Files and movies with Tyler. There we go. Sci-fi movies with Tyler. Well, no, any movies, doesn't matter. Movie reviews with Tyler.
We'll take that to
let's see. So, okay. Where is it at? Hold on, let me get this to you. This next story.
All right.
So one of the things that we do, now let's switch to new discoveries. And so new discoveries. So scientists, I'm going to send you this link. I'm trying to, let me see here. Dun, dun, dun. Not that one. The last one. So Caltech.edu is reporting astronomers, and you could show them the link maybe of that page so they know we're not crazy. That's the reason, half the reason why we show you the page, Astronomers, though, have discovered a two-faced white dwarf star with one side made up primarily of helium and the other composed of hydrogen. The surface of the white dwarf completely changes from one side to the other, said the Caltech scholar Ilaria Ciazzo. When I show the observations to people, they are blown away. Named Julius, after the Roman god of transition. That's Julius. It's located 1,300 light years away from Earth in the constellation Cygnus. There you go. So, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, new discovery. Two-faced.
Oh, it says it's
dwarf star.
It says it's Janus is the name of it. Sorry, boss.
Janus.
Yeah.
Named Janus after the Roman god of translation. Yeah, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. The white dwarf is located 1,300 light years away.
So this is
there's a picture of it. Yeah, look, half of it and half is what that's
really cool.
It's some kind of a artist's conception probably, but
one side is made of hydrogen while the other side is made of helium.
Helium and hydrogen, yeah. And it changes from one side to the other.
That's really cool, honestly. I thought stars were mostly made of one material like hydrogen or helium, not both. But that's really impressive.
Oh shit! I just found a crazy video here. I want to try it to get to maybe next week, but it says alien body found in Bolivia. Sure it is. Well, I mean, I don't know. It looks completely like some kind of CGI of some kind, but yeah. So there you have it. So now last thing I wanted to we're gonna check out this alien video before we show it. I mean, I don't know if I can find it. Maybe we could just look at it.
Yeah, I do have one more that Bubba sent us, but
okay, you got another bubble file? Let's hear it.
I have another bubble file, but I'm trying to find a video. There's a video attached to this. I might have found it. I'm not sure. So some people are saying that there's a TikTok video claiming to show a UFO flying over the Statue of Liberty. And supposedly there's been so there's a no-fly zone around the Statue of Liberty that has been in place since 9/11. They used to be able to fly around the Statue of Liberty. Now you have to have special clearance to do that for like commercial flights and whatnot. Everybody else, you can't fly around it. It's literally a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
The video in question alleges to show a UFO flying over the Statue of Liberty rather slowly and rotating simultaneously, surrounded by flickering lights. Now, here's the problem with this video is I'm looking for it. TikTok has removed it for some reason, which kind of upsetting. They removed it. So I'm looking for it on YouTube while we were talking about the volcano. I'm finding one during the day, but everything else is saying this is apparently at night. So I'll go ahead and share the link so everybody can see what we're talking about here. I'm trying to look for it. This comes from HITC. That's supposedly a screenshot of whatever this UFO is. But the problem is I can't find the video. So I don't know where it is. See, this is supposedly the link for the video, but it brings up this.
Of course, we always have technical problems during the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're sorry.
Sorry, guys.
NASA blocking us, you know. And the Men in Black.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
They're mad I preferred Oppenheimer over Barbie. The Men in Black are.
Right.
I thought the Men in Black would be huge fans of the Barbie film. Probably said the theater silent, but they're humming and they're just humming the whole time the Barbie song from the 90s.
So I'm not kidding. I went to go back to find that video of the latest UFO, alien that I was telling you I just spotted, and I'm just trying to go back and find it. Now it's gone. I'm not kidding. I'm just hitting back and okay, it's gone now. All right, whatever.
Let's see.
Just kidding. So, all right. Funny story. Indiana wildlife officials had to debunk a tale of a man-eating turtle lurking in a lake. Apparently somebody, in Indiana reported this on the internet, and, it got a bunch of views, like a lot. It made all these people all paranoid. There it is. A man-eating turtle, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that was pretty good. And but the funny thing is, Indiana wildlife officials had to put out like a debunk, saying, "Okay, everyone, calm down. There is no man-eating turtle." They literally had to, issue a statement to residents to, assure them that there were no man-eating turtles. There you have it, man-eating turtles. So now on that same site there on Coast to Coast AM, there's a strange video on there. If you watch, just go to the homepage and go to there's a video of a lady walking down the street and she's stuck in the Matrix, man. And it's pretty freaky. This lady's just walking down the street and it's like she's just stuck in time. I'm not kidding you. If you didn't find it, I'll send you the link right now. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on. See, technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh, George Norrie's doing Coast to Coast now, huh?
Yeah, he's been doing it. Where have you been? He's been doing it forever. I'm just kidding. Here you go. Here's a link right to it.
All right.
Right. So this lady looks like she's frozen in time. She's just walking down the street, and I'm pretty sure she's just caught in a glitch in the Matrix. And
that's weird.
Oh yeah, and the guy also said she was there for a minute, supposedly 1 minute, but it doesn't show that. But hopefully we can click on this YouTube video. Here we go. Here's a YouTube video. Look at this. Watch. Oh, then she keeps walking. Did you see that? That lady was stuck in time. Right there. She's just standing there for a long time, just stuck. And then she just all of a sudden starts moving. The guy, I don't know if the audience could hear the guy talking or not. Could they?
It's only music.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, people are kind of freaking out about this frozen in time lady. Her knees are slightly bent, her arms are out. All of a sudden she's like, bring! She comes back to this universe.
Yeah, I mean, for a second there, I'm thinking, did the camera freeze up? Is that what this is about? But no, it's like she's froze up herself.
In the video, the guy's talking and he's like, look at this lady. He's like, what in the hell is going on? And then she moves and starts walking. Basically. TikTok's where you can find that. But, the guy says, why is she frozen? And then she resumes walking a few seconds later. The individual who filmed the video claims she remained still for a minute.
I think the volcano camera just got destroyed.
What? Really?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it back up.
Keep you posted on this.
Well, I've been watching it all the time, but it's froze up. I've been watching.
Did it melt?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Holy shit!
I went back to bring it back up so we could talk about it before the end of the show.
Yeah,
and its feed is froze up. I don't know if it's been destroyed, disconnected. Currently, it's saying that this is a free camera. I mean, literally, here, I'll show you. When we enlarge this, I think it might have, I don't know what happened to it. Might have had a technical issue or something.
We're trying to keep you posted on the Swiss volcano, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Baby volcano that was.
All right. So here is what it's still going. All right. And I've refreshed it a couple times. Let me skip forward 15. Look at that. It's like a perfect bowl right now. It's built itself almost back up. That's incredible.
Amazing.
And it should be about here where it froze up. Let me see. Yeah, it's about right there. It goes a little ways up, and then it just freezes right there. And there's nothing else. Like, if I zoom up here, it's a little bit, maybe they're having technical problems with the volcano cam. Wow. But,
well, rest in peace to the Swiss volcano cam. That's what 1,200 degrees will do.
Yeah.
Well, they say it was 6,000 or 7,000.
6,000 or 7,000, yeah.
And then when it blew, it was 12. Woo. Holy moly. But yeah, the Earth's heating up a little bit. So there you have it. Not really any question of whether or not the Earth's heating up.
Well,
there it is. Pretty wild though. What do our listeners think about the frozen lady in time walking down the street? It's pretty wild. She's just kind of stuck there. She was drunk, Chris said. Well, maybe that's what we said about the crazy lady on the plane that threw up the gang sign and stuff when she was leaving. It was like, that dude out there is not real.
The Illuminati,
yeah. People said she threw up a gang sign because at one point she went like that, or that was her Illuminati sign or something. She was on drugs and drugs. No gang sign. There you go.
I'm still trying to find a video of the Statue of Liberty UFO, but yeah, I'm not finding it.
Alligator turtle possibility. Yeah, that's true. That's probably more possible than a man-eating turtle. So, all right, there you have it. The woman freezes up in New York.
Alligator turtle
freezes in time.
What's this one here?
And don't forget Tuesday is the big congressional hearing about UFOs. So
Wednesday,
yeah. So we're gonna have a lot to talk about next week for sure. That was pretty much about all I had for tonight, Tyler. And anything else for you, buddy? Except for what did we learn?
Well, we learned that volcanoes are more powerful than anything on the planet. Even film projectors and film cameras have trouble recording them.
Whew, yeah, we just saw it live here tonight. We learned that there's going to be, of course, a hearing on Wednesday for UFOs, and that the whistleblower is going to be there, and he's going to be asking Congress questions, and they're supposedly going to give America the answers, and it's the big disclosure everybody needs, and the world's going to be a better place after that, and we're all going to be energy-free and disease-free, and, all of our solutions are going to happen Wednesday.
I am going to watch this Wednesday because I think it would be really, really good with what they have for witnesses.
We may find out where we're from
to discuss. Yeah, well,
we might find out after all that we were planted here by aliens, possibly back before the Egyptians. I don't know.
They may sit there and say, well, if you want to know the truth, the extraterrestrials are the turtles, the alligator turtles and whatnot. I don't know.
I want to see that new Ninja Turtle movie. Speaking of turtles,
I want to see it too, but I'm ready for a live.
Dude, the art looks like the same as the Spider-Man movies, though. It looks
I didn't care.
I love those Spider-Man movies, man. You don't like them? Don't say that.
I'm not a big fan of the Spider-Verse movies, but
really? I haven't seen 2 yet. One is a beautiful creation, dude. You don't like
I'm an 80s boy. I love me some Ninja Turtles. So
sure.
I want to give it a chance.
I can't wait to see Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's going to be great. Post Malone's in it too. He's playing the voice of a bad guy named Manta Ray or something.
Yeah, I hear they're using a lot of obscure turtle villains in this one. So.
Oh yeah, he's something Ray. That's his name or something. What else? We also learned there's a new star up in the sky that they discovered. That was half hydrogen, half helium, right?
Yeah, that raised a good point. I want to look up what our sun was made of.
They found some crazy sea beasts, some more sea beasts on the beach, and we were pretty sure it was a dolphin. Not positive, but that's what they say.
According to this, I just Googled this.
Yeah.
Our sun is also made of hydrogen and helium. However, our helium is in the core of it. The helium for the sun is in the core, and the hydrogen is on the surface. So ours is kind of the same way, whereas this one, it's on both sides. So it's like a half and half, which is really cool.
Wow. We learned that we don't know so much about, deflecting asteroids that, we thought we were cool and we were going to shoot up a rocket into space and deflect an asteroid, in a different direction. Instead, we caused a giant cloud of 30 boulders behind it that ended up being wider than the actual original comet. So now there's a comet with a giant cloud of 30 boulders following it through space that we created. Some of them are 6 foot wide. That's pretty awesome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Instead of just something, I don't know. We could have tested something first.
We could have tested,
we could have shot like a rocket at a lump of coal or something.
Laser, maybe a tungsten ore, like a mag rail.
We needed a laser.
Yeah.
That's what we should have done. Yeah.
Amanda Kluge says it correctly. You pick on one asteroid, it brings the whole family.
That's right. We learned that a woman was walking down the street and she ended up being stuck in time in the Matrix.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I do have one more. I do have one more for the Bubba file, but we'll save this one for next week.
Yeah, and what we learned from the Bubba files, we learned there's a cowfish.
There's a pretty nifty cowfish that I think would make a
pretty
good
amazing 20-pound cowfish.
120-pound cowfish. Yep,
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Look like a freaking cow.
Makes you wonder if you fry it, does it taste like fish or beef? Might be a combination.
Dude, they're going to be selling some cow burgers.
Fish burgers.
We're going to trademark that right now. So if you guys sell any cow burgers, we want a piece of that.
Coming soon, Rod Hansen's Fish Burgers.
And we learned that, like we said, we tried to live stream a live volcano eruption to you guys, and the camera melted. So
or something happened to it. I'm not sure. I only say I'm bring that.
Yeah, we were watching it, and it just stopped working. And all of a sudden, it was live from
feed up
Switzerland.
It's working.
Either that or Tyler broke it.
I broke it.
That's very possible. He probably tried to, click on it a bunch of times, and he was like, "Come on, man, it ain't working." And then Tyler destroyed the probably overloaded.
The volcano is on a coffee break, and I'm just like, "What do you mean coffee break? We're playing a video."
So what kind of comments we got in here? We could use a South Pole space laser to blow it up. Is that a thing?
It's a rumor that up at the South Pole, there's like a military base that's supposedly built to handle
zap them.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Should have tested something else. I don't know. It seemed like a big waste of money, but I don't know. We messed up. Sorry, space. 30 boulders flying around up there accidentally. Oops. I mean, there's a lot of other junk up there. You ever seen the map of all the junk that we have up there?
Oh, yeah.
It is just, it makes you ill if you really look at it and you realize what we've done around this planet. I mean, all the stuff we have floating up there is just stupid. I mean, I don't know how we could have even done that.
I read an article once where they said 90% of shooting stars we see nowadays are space junk. They are not legitimate chunks of like meteorites or comets or asteroids. No, it's space junk.
I mean, we just let anybody shoot whatever they want up there? And CNN, you need a satellite? Sure, fire one up there. I don't know.
CNN don't need any more satellites. They've got like half a dozen.
They need cable in the ground.
Yeah. Here's a great idea. Let's start bringing down some of the space junk we have up there before we end up waking up one day and all of a sudden the satellites plowed into the side of a building because, we forgot that was up there.
Yeah, it's scary, man. So, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Weird Frequencies, and thank you for listening, and thank you everybody in the chat room, man, for your comments and participation. We appreciate that. Rob, you got to remember Tyler is still salty about Optimus passing away. Yeah, Optimus should have stood up and killed that dude's ass.
See, I'm not the only one. 420 tried to
I'm
start
salty
stuff.
too. I didn't like that ending. He should have stood up and whooped that dude.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have taken. That was traumatizing.
Yeah, it was. Can I go ahead and make a suggestion for audience members?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
If you see something you think will be a good subject or something you think would be good discussion matter, send it to either me or Rob or Jason Kluge, and it'll be discussed on the show at some point, I'm sure. I mean, we've already got the Bubba files, so you never know. You might.
There you go.
So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And tell everybody about your show and when's it on the next time.
Next episode of the Best Damn Podcast will be Wednesday at 7 p.m. And so far, we've been doing really good. We've gotten pretty good followers, and we got some big news coming down the pipeline here in the near future. Possibly, I'll be making an announcement next week on the next ghost hunting location. If anybody in the audience wants to join us for a ghost hunt, we will happily have you. I'll just go ahead and give you a small tidbit. Let me bring this up real quick because I forgot.
Are you going to try to broadcast some of it live or what?
I am going to try to broadcast some of it live. You're right.
What night is it on?
This is going to be 2 weeks from now.
Not
2 weeks from now. It'll be Saturday.
Cool. So you got
Saturday the 5th.
So there might be some live ghost hunting coming.
Yep. This is a photo we got from a bridge just outside of Chatham. Okay, the family claims there was nobody behind them at all. It was just these two. Okay, it's an old covered bridge. Sage Ramsey knows about it. I'll zoom in a little bit more so people can see.
Oh,
there's a small boy right here. There's people here, and there's someone right back there. Now they claim 100% because I have seen the other two photos, but I don't have them saved on this. I don't have them saved. The other two photos do not show a child, and they do not show people behind this girl here. However, this is the only photo that does. And we are going to attempt to ghost hunt from this location in 2 weeks at the old covered bridge outside of Chatham.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're probably going to do a live broadcast for Weird Frequencies. And you never know. Maybe the podcast will actually broadcast an actual ghost on it. You never know.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't have Anna. Shut up, 420.
So it'll be some kind of so watch out on Saturday nights for that.
Yep, I will be.
Weeks.
I'll let everybody know ahead of time. I'll remind people next Sunday for sure. Yep.
Cool. And we're going to be watching this case Wednesday really closely, and the hearing, the UFO hearings with Congress, and hopefully everybody can check that out and help us try to understand what's going on with all that and get back with us. Looks like we practically got some scientists in the chat room that are listening, that are into physics and all kinds of stuff. So we need your guys' help too. We're not we're not geniuses. We're trying to figure this out just like everybody else is. So we can use all the help we can get. There you go. That's why I like the audience participation, on this show. It means a lot. So there you go. All right, Tyler. So and share the show, please. Don't forget to share the show, please, and favorite it and like it and all that stupid stuff. Thanks for listening, all of you. 4,000 high frequencied people trying to elevate your consciousness. That's what we're trying to do on this show, kind of, sort of. Definitely we're trying to learn how to elevate our frequency to something higher and become aliens. Just kidding. Tyler's a lizard guy. Tyler's a lizard person, actually, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm more of a frog, but okay.
Tyler's an amphibian. He's making me do this. Help, everybody.
Actually, my nephew the other day said I look like a fat frog, and I'm like, what in the hell?
Oh, that's mean. No, I was kidding.
Well, he's
Tyler's
only
not really
two.
a lizard person. He's one of the good guys. Yeah. You ever seen those videos with about the they claim they get newscasters on TV and they catch their eyeballs, doing some kind of a weird movement of some kind, and
oh yeah.
Then they claim that that guy's a lizard person. Did you see that?
Did you see his eye kind of glitch a little bit?
It's a damn glitch on their,
Yep.
From their shitty camera they're using of some kind, and it's not matching up to the frame rate of the TV. The TV frame rate is like maybe 1200. When you see that like 1200, 780, that means that's how many times it's refreshing per second across the screen per second. So it's refreshing across your screen 1200 times a second. Then your camera might only be picking up, I don't know, half that or, whatever. And then, it doesn't match up. And all of a sudden you get some crazy guy going like this and some weird design. And things are happening on the screen even for me. Look, my fingers are going, oh my God, I'm an alien. On my green screen,
Yeah, I'm about to get a green screen too, because Kluge's got one, you got one. I better get one.
That's not proof of anything. I'm sorry. They will catch people's eyes though, and like they look like slits, like snakes. That's kind of freaky when that happens. But I still think it's just camera tricks, don't you? What do you think about that, everybody? Is it me? I think that's bull.
I think it's just camera tricks and
let us know in the chat room. What do you think about lizard people?
I think.
Do you think those videos have anything to them with people's eyes when they freak out? Let us know.
Yep.
There you go. And thank you, everybody, for listening. That's about all I had. Tyler?
That's all I got. I know I'm going to be watching the Senate hearing on the House Committee on Wednesday. Take notes on that.
And we got a lot to talk about next week. So tune in, everybody. Thank you very much for listening, watching, and you guys have a good night. Tyler, love you.
Love you too, Rob. You take it easy.
See you later, you little reptilian, beautiful creature, you.
You too, you enslaved human.
What up, everybody?
Take it easy, y'all. Have a good one.
Love. Save Ice Cube.